All right, welcome to another quick product/tool review video. And this is kind of a unique niche type of tool, but today we are talking about this Craftsman Serpentine belt tool. So this is specifically for helping you get your serpentine belt off and changed out. And first I want to thank MacBuilt on Instagram, because he's actually the reason why I even know about this and that it existed, because he used this and talked about it in a little reel or video, something I saw of his a long time ago. And I was like, man, I need to pick one up. So I went ahead and got it, and that's because I have a second belt for my car for reasons which I'll talk about in other videos. But in this one, we're just gonna open this up and show you. And if you're someone that does replace belts routinely, maybe you are a racer, you're supercharged, blown, whatever, and you have crazy belts that rip or tear apart or whatever reason, who knows? This looks to be a handy tool, and I'll find out here pretty soon. And of course, I will have a link to this in the description down below. And no, I'm not sponsored in any way whatsoever. I paid my own money for this. So with that, let me open it up. There's really nothing to unbox. It's just the main bar here and the extension, and let's use it. All right, so for this, on this engine, the 6.4 Hemi, we do not need this extension because this is a 1/2-inch drive, whereas this is a 3/8 drive. And it's hard to see right here, but the tensioner pulley, that has a 3/8 square in it. Perfect for this. All right, so as you can see, hopefully, if I got the right angle, looks like that is going to be the right position. Now, the only problem is, man, it gets really close to this throttle body. So it just squeezes in there. And take a look at this, just like that. And the belt comes off. Now let's pull that out for a second. There is the stock belt. Throw that on the side. Here is the AC bypass belt. Again, we are bypassing the AC with this belt. I finally just about got it routed. Man, I'll tell you what, this is probably one of the toughest serpentine belts I've ever had to route. But probably because I'm used to trucks where I have a lot more room than this. But I will say this thing actually kind of comes in handy because it reaches in there and helps me get the belt on there. So now everything's routed. I just got to get this belt pulled over the idler pulley here. And so for that, I'm going to stick this back in here. I'd put my gloves on because I kept burning myself. So you can see we're about right there. There we go. Make sure. Okay, hopefully everything is ribbed correctly. It appears it is. All right, and then really quick, I didn't really use the extension or show it, so I just want to show you what's really cool is you can extend it like this, and again, this is for a 1/2 inch, but it's actually starred, so you can actually put it at different angles. So you can go like that angle, right angle, even down to kind of like that, or for whatever reason you need it a little bit shorter, you can go like that. So it's pretty versatile for that. Gives you a few more options. But also now I know I said this is kind of niche because it's made for a serpentine belt and that's like its primary purpose, but really it has more uses than that because you can put standard sockets on these. So like for example, this is a 1/2 inch socket and that just goes right on there, and this is just a 3/8 socket. So if you don't need a ratcheting, or if you have like a stubborn bolt and you need a little bit more leverage, well, this is obviously a lot longer than your standard ratchets. So if you need just a little bit more leverage, you can kind of use this sort of like a breaker bar. And then pull that off, and if you have a 1/2 inch socket, I mean, that's a pretty long bar right there. So you should be able to break quite a few bolts with this thing. So it can definitely come in handy with that. And then again, same thing. If you need different angle on stuff, man, you can reach into some tight places. So I haven't had to use it in these other ways yet, but it's nice to know that I have it. Because once in a while I have had stubborn bolts and I need to use a breaker bar. And usually what I'll do is I'll grab one of these. This is a piece from my floor jack. So this is the handle, it's a 2-piece handle. So I'll actually usually take this and throw it like on my ratchets. But now with this, I may not have to do that trick with this because this thing is a lot longer. So yeah, this is an awesome tool to have in your tool chest. I'll have a link to this exact thing down below. And again, I bought this off Amazon myself. So I hope this video helped. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you at the drag strip.